back, everyone. We're back. Now, when we last saw our intrepid heroes, I love saying that, quite frankly. Say hi, Julia.
Hello.
And so when we last saw us, we were just finishing up Brooklyn. And we have to get out of New York City, escape Long Island. And we decided to take a Cunard
Cruise. A 1 week cruise. Transatlantic. No stop, so it's not like a Caribbean cruise where you stop at a bunch of islands. It was just...
not many islands on the way.
New York, and our final destination was...
Southampton, England.
England.
Right.
Yes.
So, let's do this. There's a process. Do you want to talk about how we got on and all of that stuff?
We basically caught a taxi to the docks.
Taxi!
Yeah, a taxi to the docks, and they had us kind of waiting in this kind of special room, kind of like it looked like kind of like a hangar.
Yeah, it's just a giant building, and not very special.
They're like, oh, what number are you, or this or that, and they give us they give you a number when you first check in,
or something like that. That's the
and they're like, do you want us to take your bags? And we're like, no,
don't touch my bags.
Don't touch our bags. We can handle our own bags.
About this.
And then we waited there for a little bit because we like to get to places early, and then they started kind of shuffling us on.
Sure.
And it took a little bit, but as soon as we got on, we went up to the top deck and we started taking pictures. So here we are.
All right. We'll show you our room in a second. So this might look familiar. This is Manhattan, the lowest edge of it. But in the foreground, these tiny little buildings, that's, I believe, Governor's Island. A tiny little island, and there's actually water in between what you're seeing and all the skyscrapers. There's actually, they're not connected. All right. But we were out there for a while, and so the sun went from up to not up. But, where are we going? I'm not in a hurry. I'm already here.
Yeah, so we were on the boat for a few hours, just kind of
They had
settling
things.
in.
We got on before a lot of people. They were still getting in.
So we actually it's been hours, and we had a quick bite and all this stuff, but we came back up and took pictures of the sunset because we wanted see the...
Some of these are pretty good. Let's show them some more. Huh?
I mean, that's a classic one right there.
Sure. Oh, and now, because it's later, this is the same place, but at night. Look how bright and pretty.
So beautiful.
Ooh.
And now
we're trying to get the bridges.
We're just starting to leave. We're slowly edging our way out. And so this was a different
We were
view.
like, all right, it's getting cold. It's still December. It's not warm out here. And you know what? The ship is warm. I don't know,
it was warm
man.
inside
so this
the
is
ship.
the last set of pictures before we were like, let's go inside. So welcome aboard the Queen Mary 2. That's the name of the ship.
This is a picture of pictures. So each little thing, that's why it kind of looks a little pixelated. Yeah, it's a mosaic.
Photo mosaic, I believe.
Photo mosaic. And it's just a picture of pictures. So it was just really super cool to see. And
this is our room.
This is our room.
We went there before some of those sunset pictures, but whatever.
So how they do it is, well, obviously that's your room number, and anything like your schedule for the next day, the menu options, your seating at the main
in that number.
Right. And so we didn't know, and so that first day we didn't go to the main place for dinner. We went to the buffet. Not complaining, it was delicious. The main buffet is at King's Court, and that's where we ate most of our meals. But this is our room. It's considered the smallest room available. But you know what? It was fine. It was nice. It was luxurious. Yeah. The bed was wonderful. The shower is a bit small and the bathroom's a bit small, but it had counter space, it had a toilet, had a shower, had a sink.
It had electrical outlets. Interestingly, so the thing is, Cunard is very British in all of its stylings, but Cunard is owned by an American company, so, we pay everything in dollars. On the account is connected to your cards, so you don't actually carry around cash.
Nope, no cash on this boat.
But the outlets, they had an American and a British outlets. So just some examples of things. This is the main foyer.
The main lobby, they call it.
The Grand Lobby.
The different angles. This was our Christmas tree because it was December 8th when we took off, but it's absolutely beautiful and breathtaking. You can't see it, but there are wires that are kind of holding it up.
Yeah, it is pinned in place. Yeah. Don't you worry. When the boat got rocking, and it did rock, the tree did not.
So it was pretty cool. And this is just the front view with the two sides of the stairway.
These characters might seem familiar to some of you. I believe it's Wind in the
Willows. Yeah. But absolutely adorable and very, very British.
Absolutely. So something to kind of orient yourself. A lot of the fun stuff that we're going to show you, it's on this floor. Or it's one floor up. So the top of the staircases that you're looking at or the bottom. I'm not going to try to... There's no test. Don't worry, there's no test. But just this is kind of the main area. There's a casino that you can't see to the left. If you went all the way down one direction, you'd get to...
You get to the different places where they had talks or the theater.
And the other direction would get to the big fancy dining hall. So this is all kind of where the action happens. As it were. All right.
Oh, of course, there's
Isn't
me.
She pretty? Starfleet Academy nerd.
And of course, a picture of Daniel in front of the Royal Court Theatre. We weren't able to actually see a show. Not that it would cost anything. It was all free. It was
busy.
Just we were busy, and the shows were like comedies and things like that. We were
interested, but we weren't interested. And we were busy,
doing stuff.
Yeah, taking notes and.
So the picture on the left is the inside of the theater. We got to snap a shot of it, even though we didn't get to see a show. The picture on the right is the Illuminations lecture hall, and this is where they have all kinds of like academic type things, history
they bring
lessons,
off some smart people.
Yeah, it was fun. We went to a couple of those, and that was really great, really knowledgeable. And I just wanted to emphasize it was my absolute favorite place.
Shall I slide on?
Go on.
Sure.
Okay. So these are the decorations. You've got Hermes and Zeus.
Which is which, Julia?
Well, obviously Hermes is delivering
This one's Hermes.
Delivering the message to Zeus.
You can see he has some winged shoes. Okay.
And that's Zeus with his thunderbolts. I guess I should have switched the picture so it's more clear.
Nothing wrong.
And this is Andromeda. And the last is Cassiopeia. So I just love them. I love the mythology that was integrated into Illuminations. Very smart.
All right. And they had a giant gingerbread house at one point just randomly set up.
Just random.
Yep.
2 days in, we're like, there's a gingerbread house, and everything smells like gingerbread.
They had redheads set it up to make it a pure gingerbread house.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I couldn't help myself.
Oh, and there's the Nutcracker I had, and the full
Yeah, you can see
village.
more of it here.
Yeah.
And, of course, as nerds we are, this is the library.
And I did borrow a book, and I read it. It was an Agatha Christie. It was fun.
It was.
It was fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
These books here are actually a statue, so don't be overwhelmed by them.
The regular books are in the glass cases,
right? And this is so that when it gets all seasicky, the books don't get nauseous.
Yeah, well, fall off the shelf and hit somebody.
I was funny. Yes, the beauty spa.
Oh, we got pedicures. Yes. It was so nice.
They
to be
gave
treated.
us a discount, like a 2-for-1.
Oh yeah,
it
was. We couldn't deny ourselves. It was we had a huge coupon that we got one day, so it was awesome.
And some more seating just to give you an idea. Good place to sit and look out and look at the water. This is just a little bit above the water level. And there's Einstein just hanging out in a cool painting. Okay, so this is the big fancy dining hall.
the Britannia restaurant. This is where dining hall. Well, this is where all the waiters wear tuxedos. You don't have to dress up. You can just wear, trousers, collar shirt is fine. They don't want you to wear a t-shirt or ripped jeans or anything like that.
Closed-toed.
Not slippers or anything. But the waiters are all in tuxes, and they serve you very, very proper style, and your dinners are normally done here.
It's pretty extraordinary. And a couple times there's what's called a gala night.
And that's when you dress up fancy. You
dress up, and the food gets even more ridiculously fancy.
Oh, my gosh.
But you can ask them to do just about anything. This is an example of a menu, not a gala night. So
this is just a sample menu.
But to give you an idea, if you were looking at this and you're like, the only thing I like on here is I like the rainbow trout and I like the veal and I have no interest because there's another whole thing that shows you the appetizers, the salads. But let's say you don't want any of that. You can actually just say, I want 2 of the entrees, and they'll just cut it up and they'll do it. I did that one night.
If I wanted just the desserts and I wanted to try every dessert, I could order every dessert, and that's my meal.
Yep.
Didn't do that,
problem.
But...
Yeah, that's a little bit indulgent. These are pretty fancy desserts here.
Yeah.
All right, moving right along.
So here's the food from that menu, and you can see. So again, not gala night. This is regular night.
Just regular night dinner. Just delicious, and it's all included.
Rainbow trout, pork loin. Oh my gosh, so good. Now, so the picture on the right is a gala night, and that was the beef Wellington.
My beef Wellington.
Daniel's beef Wellington.
Julia tried to put her fork near it.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. And
she knew what it tasted like. That was mine.
To the left is a picture from King's Court, the main buffet, and this was their high tea.
High tea.
So we got.
I'm Daniel.
They basically have 6 meals a day.
You pay for 0.
You pay for 0 because it's all included. And
want to
so
talk about the drinks for a second?
Oh, and we purchased a drink package that allowed us to have coffees and soft drinks unlimited, and tea.
Right.
Tea, coffee,
pressed
soft drinks.
Juices.
Yeah.
They call them squashes.
Right. So you want just a glass of pineapple juice, boom, it's yours. You want tomato juice, boom, it's yours. I got a lot of Pepsis because boom, it's mine. And we got to go to another place that just specialized in high tea. On the left there is Sir Samuel's. And they're basically a tea and pastry place. Daniel's there sipping his hot chocolate.
With all of my accoutrement.
Yeah, yep. And I think I might have had coffee that day. But you can get the fanciest teas and the most delicious teas I've ever had.
And
Absolutely.
The Golden Lion was kind of a sports bar pub.
Yes, it was the closest we got to a pub. That's where we got the traditional fish and chips.
Don't worry, we'll get real pubs later on, just not this.
Yes, it was a taste of
a pub. That's fair.
So, moving on.
And I did want to say that if you ever get on Cunard, there are beverages included. You can still get like fountain drinks, tea.
Oh, sure, yes.
But a lot of the things you're going to want to drink, if you like alcohol, that's extra.
Yes.
So we decided to get the packages that was the most drinks that did not include the alcohol.
And so if you decide not to pay extra for any kind of a package, you still get water, you get like apple, cranberry, orange juice.
Teas.
And you get like teas, they're just not the real fancy ones. But Twinings is pretty good. And you can get just straight black coffee. And so you still get drinks. It's just if you want anything more.
All day.
Yeah.
All right. So
these
were our friends because we have
our
assigned seats.
So yeah, so you eat it. You basically when you first get there, you're given your table number for this main restaurant. Of course, we didn't realize that until the second night.
Right, the gala night.
The gala night. And this was actually the second gala night after we had gotten to know our friends a little bit better.
Yeah, we took pictures of each other and everything.
Yeah, and so this is where obviously people dress up nice. On the left, we have our British couple, Pete and Joanne. They are absolutely lovely people. They really kind of gave us an idea and primer of what to expect.
Sure.
And then to the right there, we have Val and Bob, and they're our Canadian couple. Absolutely adorable. They're the long time cruise travelers.
Yeah, they've been around the world several times.
Yeah.
They know how to hustle, get the good deal.
This was just a blink for them, and so they actually really helped us, kind of navigate cruise life a little bit, and so that was great. So of course we're the American couple, British couple, Canadian couple,
And we're the youngest couple, so
Yeah.
it made us feel nice and young.
and the art.
Yeah, so all the walls are kind of covered in various different types of... Some of them are embossed, some are like this, where that's actually glass.
Yep.
And it's kind of painted on the back side of the glass.
They're
Makes it real
themed.
hard to get reflections off it.
Yeah.
Um,
And the different ones are themed,
gonna flip through
and
real quick.
they had like continents,
so this
seasons.
is America, like North America, but you can see the important things: football and
Baseball,
Bears.
Statue of Liberty, that kind
Sure.
of thing. And they had some seasonal stuff,
some
holidays,
fall.
things.
This is probably
Probably spring, maybe summer.
I
I'm
can't
not
see
sure.
the,
But you
yeah.
can see how they're not all the same either. They're very
styling,
different
right.
style. And of course, was
This
that
is this is the Aurora Australis, I
Yeah.
believe. So it has like the zodiac from the perspective of the southern hemisphere.
So they just had some beautiful art everywhere for us.
So this is a picture. It was obviously dark skies that day. Julia was not willing to come out. I don't know why.
It was
But
cold.
I wanted to give an idea that there is, in fact, several pools and stuff. I just was not getting in them. I thought the people in them were crazy.
And they also
yeah.
have fun deck games that you can do. So
Like
there's
here?
like shuffleboard or whatever else there
And
is.
you can see something got on my lens. This is the Nikon, and something's on the lens there that's just going to mock me. All right.
So we landed in
Southampton,
England, and we
Immediately got on the rail.
got on a rail, and so that's the picture on the left is on the rail to get to Portsmouth, England, where we
hung out for a while.
hung out, yeah,
And then we got to the international port and took a ferry to, you will know, on
next
the
week
next
or next
video.
video,
Yeah.
yes.
So, this has been fun, and
Let us know what you think of this new format. We're using a different computer
Yeah, we're
because
playing around.
mine needs a break.
it was a little exhausted.
So tell us what you think.
All right.
See you next time.
Next time.